Good day to you.
Hello, everybody.
My wife is becoming a perfectionist with her photography, and I've got to be very slick and on the ball with what I have to say.
Yes, slick and on the ball is more than having to worry about my photography.
Anyway, welcome to the next video where we're looking at the garage and all the issues and that went with it in trying to put it all together. Fortunately for you, my wife has edited out most of the swearing.
I do have a name, by the way.
Okay, my dear darling Hanneke has edited out all the swearing, but she can't edit out the fact that I have holy clothes on.
Yes.
And so I do, as you can see, I do have some decent clothes which I wear now and again, but when I'm working I do use my old t-shirts because I get it in the ear if I use good ones.
You do,
because
but you do have medium clothes too, which you could start using for your building.
But one is they're holy, so it makes it cooler to work with, but also they are a lot looser fitting, which is also cooler, and I don't have to they reasonable. I don't have to worry about them getting damaged, because I'm often rather ham-handed with some of my tools, and things get caught all over the place, and so I'd rather not have to worry about my clothes. Although, you know, compared to when I send stuff to the paint shop, that's another story.
Yeah, but I don't have holes in
because
there. It's just paint everywhere.
The operators in the paint shop seem to be very good at makeup, personal makeup. They have more paint on them than the article does.
That's all right.
Yeah. And it's not just Hanneke, it's other members of the paint shop as well, as you'll see.
Who do moan at me and are just as bad. Anyway.
So the garage it was a challenge to put it together. It was a work it's evolved, it was organic, as my wife says. So it did evolve as the building went along. Unfortunately, I don't do a lot of 3D design, and so I can picture it in my mind roughly how it'll work, but the more finer elements often get me. And in this case it did as well, where once we put all the drawers in, we found one of them couldn't be taken out, so we had to adjust. And then also when we put bolting it to the floor, we suddenly found we couldn't actually access one set of the brackets because everything was covered up. So I had to drill holes in the floor of the garage to get into the van floor. But it all worked out in the end. So don't think there's much else to say about it. The one concern is the sliders. They are Chinese sliders. They're supposed to hold 200 kilos. I have my doubts about that, and I have my doubts about their longevity. For instance, the locking tabs that hold it locked or in or out, those tabs tend to be of rather malleable metal, and not sure if they're going to last, but we'll see. If something doesn't last the journey, we'll take rope and duct tape with, and we'll make a plan.
My concern is that if it's pouring with rain and we need something in the garage, we have to pull out the whole garage, and that the garage is going to get wet.
I don't see it as a problem. I'll give Hanneke her bikini to put on, and I'll give her a big umbrella, and like a dutiful wife,
I'm not worried about
go.
me. I'm worried about all your expensive things in the garage.
Yes, a big umbrella, so you can keep it dry.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, hey. I'll wander around in the bikini, but I'm worried about your stuff.
All my tools.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I won't wander around in bikini either, don't you worry. Anyway, that's all for now.
Please subscribe if you haven't, and give us a like. Let your friends know about it. Help us build the channel. We've still got a long way to go, but thank you for your support so far, If you have any comments, please put them in below. We always like to hear from the people watching, our audience, what you think about it, what we could do better, where we've made mistakes. Yeah, general feedback. Yeah.
That's all from us. Goodbye.
Thanks and enjoy the video. Okay, I'm busy assembling the sliders for the garage. These are 150 centimeter sliders, which lock in and lock out. So that when they're out, they're locked as well. I'm putting these stainless steel brackets on to hold the slider up, and putting it so that they're on the inside, because I'll show you now in the garage how everything there fits together. Onto the slider, I have those brackets, and then I will also have small brackets here, and then between the two sliders I will have aluminium tubing, and then under that will be the platform for things to rest on. The reason I'm doing it effectively backwards is I need the platform to be as low as I can, so I get as much clearance above the platform. So for instance, the bicycles will only fit in if I have, I think it's a 2 centimeter or maximum 2 centimeter clearance above the van floor. So at the moment I'm just putting these together. It's not a Meccano set. If you come look here, this is a completed one, so this will go like that. That's why I've used these brackets this way, so that I can bolt them to the floor here and not have problems over there. So that's the way this is going to fit here, with the two sliders, and then on the platform will be, the bicycles will be over here, and then tools and storage on this side. Tools and storage will be here. Hello, how are you?
Tell me what you're doing.
Trying to get a straight edge out of my pile.
Okay. What are we doing? We're using this big board.
I'm going to cut that board as the base for the garage. The problem is working in a small area, I'm not quite used to. So all my stuff is piled up.
This is the bicycle rack that's already been attached.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you're doing?
Sweating like anything.
I know, because today is 40 degrees or something.
I'm busy building the storage part of the garage. So behind this, you will see there are the bicycle racks. They go in there. I hope they fit. Just looking at this, I might have forgotten to check that. Okay, I'll check that now, but what I'm then doing is putting, they're going to be 2 rows of drawers here, which pull out this way, so the whole garage will slide out, and then the drawers will slide out, and those are those plastic boxes there. Yeah, so those are going to be my drawers. Let's say there'll be 2 rows of them, and then on the top here will be a storage area for camping chairs, potentially your keyboard, any other long things, and then hopefully behind this will sit the camping table and the step ladder. So I'm having to put, I was only going to put 2 brackets in, I have to put 3 in because this board is warped. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at assessing wood in its raw state, and so I was sold some bum deals by the supplier, and actually looking at their hand signals and that were going on, they knew it was bum, and they actually took me to their junk pile. So I think it's the last time I used that supplier. But it's also learning what is good and what is not. Anyway, this is warped slightly this way, so the 3rd bracket there is to pull that straight. It's not that one's not critical. What is critical is that these are not warped, because the drawer has to slide on them. Okay, so I'm busy making drawers for the garage. A lot of swearing going on, because initially I was building it with no tolerance, exact measurements, but the problem is, if you look here, for instance, the drawer itself is warped, and not only that, the plywood is warped as well. So trying to pull everything into shape is a bit difficult. Also, I haven't, because I've put 0 tolerance, if you look at the back here, there's a screw in the way. So the ridge of the drawer hits that screw and doesn't go in properly. So I'm going to have to trim. I either move the screw, the bracket, but anyway, this one was put in with, I put it 2mm tolerance on here, so it does seem to work a bit easier. There's a lip in the ridge. Oh, that ridge, that falls out. Oh no, that'll get sorted. This fell out there, but this top will be held in place because there'll be a shelf coming in here, and I'll put attachments to hold it in place, so that'll catch on that lip and won't slide out as we go around corners. Hopefully it could jump out, but even if it does, there's a water tank here, so it's not going to go. I think the water tank literally comes here, so it's not going to go anywhere. This one, as my wife pointed out, the slider is in the way, so you're actually going to have to lift it up a bit, although it won't be both. If you look, these 2 sliders will be out, so it's just that which will be in the way there, so you don't have to lift it too high. But it means we can't stuff things. It might instill some discipline in my family, not to stuff everything full. but I think it's working. The one concern I've got here is potentially rattling, but I think if there's enough weight in the drawers, they're unlikely to rattle. We'll see how it goes. If it does, we'll make a plan at that time. We can always put silicone along here, which will make it stick a little bit more and more absorbent to any rattling. So I've got one more to do, which will fill up both of these. Not yet. No, they are quite small. So
So does that mean you're going to have to take the whole thing out again?
So we're going to have to put it in,
Yeah.
get it all aligned, then slide it out. But what we'll do is we'll slide it for the first, this one,
Yeah.
screw this one in,
Yeah.
then slide it for the next one, screw that one
Oh,
in,
okay. Yeah.
so that it's holding straight as it goes out.
Yeah.
We might support it once it's out,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's getting it all in first,
Yeah.
because all of this needs to be aligned. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Bracket.
Yeah, so
Okay, just Liam,
yeah.
watch. There are those bolts sticking out there.
Yeah,
If they
yeah.
don't catch on the
Yeah.
wheel arm.
Well, on the edge.
Mhm.
On the whole thing or just the edge?
So anything.
Okay. How is touching? Okay.
Okay, what's that?
It's your side, I think.
No, mine's loose.
Mine's loose. What?
Gonna screw. Okay.
Okay.
It's your side, I think. Okay.
Yeah. Last bit.
Okay, now we've just got to check the front. Not 100% square, but it's getting closer. Just take it out of the weaver, unlock those.
Yeah.
Hold it there.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. Is it locked out? No.
Yeah. Doesn't lock now.
It does.
Careful. Yeah, there we go.
Hmm.
I told you.
How did I mark those then?
I think maybe slide the garage out. Things there.
Oh, you're not holding it.
Hold it.
Okay, so it's taking the weight at least.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
Don't slide the garage out and keep the signs on.
These slides don't disengage.
They don't.
No,
I thought they did.
no, these don't. Well, there's nothing we can do then. I still don't understand how I mark those then. Hmm? Okay, bring it in. Is it going smoothly?
It's going by itself.
Push it. Lock?
Yeah, this side is
No, both.
No, I think this side blocks. This side blocks.
Push on that side of it. No.
What does that mean?
This slider
Yeah.
is fractionally too far in.
This way.
That way.
Okay, I see.
So it's not.
Yeah.
And because the partition is bumping on the board, which
Yeah.
it shouldn't be, so it actually can't go anymore.
Yeah. This side.
But it is locking. It goes in a specific way. Otherwise, it don't fit. So it doesn't matter. But they got the phone in. They only fit in this way.
So we're now going to open up for the garage. on a big slider, and then we can just slide it out. Slide out the drawers to put whatever we need in it.
All my water stuff. All the shower and water stuff.
And then at the top here, wait. We've got.
This will be storage for sawdust in the front here, and then camping stuff at the back.
And then you just lift it a little bit, move it in.
Unlock it.
And what do you unlock? The yellow things.
Yeah.
Just push back in again. There you go. All done. And I was thinking that on this now we can stick stickers of all the different countries.
You want it at the back here, or?
Well, we don't really have anywhere in the front.
You've got.
We've got those are for magnets, maybe stickers.
You can put it here. No? What's that?
I don't know so much about that. That messes up a nice kitchen. I wouldn't do that. It looks I'd do that back.
But then you have to repaint that.
Why?
The stickers won't stick on this paint.
So do I have to put enamel?
Yeah. This paint's not stickers.
Okay, well, we can think about it.
So it's just the back here would need to be
Yeah.
done.
We'd have to get a brown enamel paint.
That's up to you.
Or the white enamel paint.
You've got white.
We've got white. Okay. All right.